February 23rd, 11:56 AM, District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Hello everyone, Triple S back here with some more Phoenix Wright Yesterday Trilogy. Last time we're in court, and we're still going to be in court this time, and this part only has one witness testimony, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to take like an hour because there's going to be like a lot of talking. Oh god. I'm just so glad that I cross-referenced this guy with another guy to get rid of all the unnecessary pressing, because maybe this won't take an hour. Maybe before it did take an hour, from what I can remember, but this time it won't, because I'm not going to press everything, only the important things. Let's carry on. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hold out, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. We've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That had to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? The award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? The photograph taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo-wee! You're weird. February 23rd, 12:32 PM, District Court, Courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. Oh. It can't be! This can't happen! I wonder what happened to Miss Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! Huh. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? Who's there? What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. He's big. Look at his eyes. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? That's you. These weird pauses that this guy does. Oh. Sorry I'm late. Oh gee, the roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, UDGEY? How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, UDGEY, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. UDGEY seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Wrighto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Ah, thanks. So sorry about that little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. He also likes to give awkward pauses, like this. Name's GANT, Damon GANT. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honour today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. A little Worthy's car, no less. Just wait here, shall I? Oh, it's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Miss Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or did you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. The day of the crime, I had... You're hidden in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Miss Edgeworth. Gah! The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defence a favour first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honour? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Well, you could, but it'd bleed everywhere. Come on, just hurry up and open it. See, I would have pressed the button to the left, which would have gotten us there a lot quicker. Whee! Press. Wah! Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? It says SL9 on it too. Switchblade knife entered the court card. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police. And this knife. Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Here we go with the one and only testimony for this part. Department in disorder. It took us almost 10 minutes to get here. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed and the police department, see, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, UDGEY. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. The opening makes sense now, showing two people stabbing at the same time in two different buildings. Order, order, order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand, and not that other case that they're talking about. Department in disorder, we've got to go to statement 2 and present the victim's note. This is evidence, we present... where would it be? That one. Wait a second. At last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Ha! Honest to goodness, what do you mean? From the UDGEY. This is great. The UDGEY. Yeah, UDGEY. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9-2. And this is important. Why? Up here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6-7S12/2. Your Honour, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Da-da-da! Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. It's all 9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Wrighto. I win? Ah, what game is this guy playing? This knife is evidence, and in this case it was stolen from the department's evidence room. We press. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. A statement for a detective was killed. Press. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, UDGEY? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Wrighto. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. We need where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I've heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get GANT to testify about the details. We just got to statement 6. It's not officially linked, so it's right there. But I think we press. Chief, the defence's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Wrighto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the knife's evidence tag. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. This is why it takes so long. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. He hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Press. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Oops, almost pressed it then. I thought it was going to, like, do something else. Yeah, we need the victim's ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Huh, sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. I said that so weirdly. We have to remember these. Drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. This tells me nothing. No, actually, it tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honour. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defence has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Right there. Right there. Same number. Witness? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with it, both guns blazing. Like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honour, I'm a defence attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Wrighto. Personnel IDs are top secret. This is Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, the ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. Ah, I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto, sharp as a tack. Wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet the detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, I'm in a completely different location. Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honour, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait! I said wait! Why didn't you hear me? The oversight of the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright. Where have I heard that name before? Wait, aha! Excuse me, is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the Chief, sir. I got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Guy! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now what was the second rule of evidence law, huh? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. How is this rule relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by WRIGHTO over there. Good job, WRIGHTO, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all the rumours. You're even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologise for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Miss Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honour. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. To be continued! Actually, it wasn't that long. I thought it'd be longer than that. Maybe I am, like I said, just remembering how it was before, where I probably had to press everything because the guy told me to, even though I didn't need to. I still feel like some of those things, like, I didn't need to press in there as well. What was it, Statement 2A? I don't think I actually need to press that, because it didn't do anything. I could just skip straight to pressing Statement 4, but what do I know? That's what the guides tell me to do, so... But anyway, next time we'll be doing detective work. I think that's the last detective work we got to do. Hang on. No, that's not. It's the penultimate detective work. God, there's so much testimony stuff to do in court. But yeah, there's 2 more detective works and then deduct that from how many parts we have left, and that, and the rest of it is trial stuff. God, 10 parts, it's insane. Anyway, Thank you all for watching, I shall see you all next time. Goodbye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you decide to subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing, and ding that bell to be the first to hear about my new videos. Thanks again, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.